Ukrainian units still hold positions on Russian territory. Kursk Group of Forces. The spokesperson for the Kursk Group of Forces, Oleksandr Nevidomyi, reported this on television. The situation in the area of responsibility of the Kursk Group of Forces is stable and controlled by our forces. The direction remains quite active, despite a relative decrease in the enemy's assault actions. However, the enemy has not abandoned its plans to create the so-called buffer zone. We, for our part, are disrupting these intentions. Some of our units continue to hold positions on the territory of the Russian Federation. In other words, the Kursk Force Grouping continues to fulfill its assigned combat tasks, Nevidomyi said. Nevidomyi added that in the area of responsibility of the Kursk Group of Forces, the enemy is actively using various types of drones. He also noted that during the day, the Russians carry out an average of up to 15 airstrikes using guided aerial bombs. One strike involves about 30 glide bombs being dropped. They are being used less frequently deep within the operational zone. The enemy mainly seeks to damage the combat formations of our group, he added. Recall, last summer, Ukrainian defenders unexpectedly launched a large-scale operation in Russia's Kursk region, catching Russian forces off guard. Ukrainian troops advanced almost daily after successfully crossing the mined areas near the border. Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine Oleksandr Nevidomyi noted that through this operation, the Ukrainian defenders forced the Russian army to redeploy a significant number of troops to the Kursk region. He also emphasized that during the preparation of the operation, Ukraine did not inform its allies, including the United States, because, as he said, victories love silence. The commander of the 82nd Air Assault Brigade, Dmytro Voloshin, initially considered the order for the operation crazy, but later saw its scale and potential for success. This success significantly influenced the morale of Ukrainians and the support from Western countries, which had previously hesitated in supplying weapons. An important factor was the participation of North Korean military personnel, who arrived in Kursk to assist the Russians. Without the Koreans, they would not have had any success at all, Nevidomyi stressed. The operation became a symbol of the changes in the war's course and demonstrated that Ukraine is capable of conducting successful offensive actions even on enemy territory. As a result, Ukrainian defenders significantly replenished their prisoner exchange pool, capturing more than 1,000 Russian soldiers. Ukrainian troops have struck Russian positions with Baba Yaga and first-person view (FPV) drones in embattled Pokrovsk city in eastern Donetsk region. Video footage of the operation released in social media shows large-scale drone strikes on a number of Russian positions in the area. Russian troops tried to flee as drones were being launched. Some Russian servicemen were captured by Ukrainian troops during the operation. Another Russian soldier waved a white flag and surrendered to Ukrainians without resistance after realizing that fighting was futile. He was then taken away from the area by Ukrainian soldiers. Earlier, local media reported that Ukrainian troops removed a Russian flag raised in the entry point of Pokrovsk city. The flag remained in the city for 1 hour before being destroyed by Ukrainian drones. There have been no reports that the city has changed hands. Being a logistics hub, the strategic city of Pokrovsk has been the focal point of fighting, with armies from both countries seeking to gain control. According to information provided by the Ukrainian military on October 24, at least 250 Russian troops currently remain in Pokrovsk, and are engaging in gunfights and shooting at Ukrainian soldiers in positions, including drone operators. Earlier, the Institute for the Study of War, ISW, reported that Russian troops advanced in the central and western parts of Pokrovsk and took positions along the railroad.